Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping into one of the most powerful and, let's be honest, intense visions in the entire ancient world. We're going straight to the book of Daniel, chapter 7, to break down a wild scene of beasts, thrones, and cosmic judgment. Okay, so let's set the scene. Daniel's having this vision, right? He sees a series of beasts, each one representing a major world empire. But we're zeroing in on this last one, the fourth beast, because well, it's a monster. It's so uniquely terrifying that Daniel doesn't even have an animal to compare it to. So what on earth does this terrifying beast actually stand for? Well, if you look at the historical commentary, there's a pretty strong consensus about which global superpower this vision is pointing to. Yeah, pretty much everyone agrees this is talking about the Roman Empire. And it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? When you read dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, it's kind of hard not to think of the Roman legions and their absolute power to just crush and dominate anyone who got in their way. And this is where it gets really interesting. The symbolism isn't random, it's incredibly specific. Those great iron teeth, that's Rome's military might, just chewing up and spitting out other nations. And those 10 horns, that's widely seen as a prophecy that this massive, unified Roman Empire would eventually shatter into a bunch of smaller, separate kingdoms. But just when you think you've got this beast figured out, Daniel zooms in on those 10 horns, and something new pops up. Something disruptive. So out of nowhere, another horn, a little horn, starts to grow. But this one's different. It has the eyes of man, which tells us it's intelligent, it's cunning. And it has a mouth speaking great things, meaning it's arrogant, it's boastful, and it's so aggressive that it actually knocks out 3 of the other horns just to make room for itself. So this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Who is this little horn? People have been debating this for centuries, and the source material we're looking at highlights a couple of the major historical theories. Now, the commentary is really honest here. It flat out says not one is sure. So these aren't definitive answers, they're historical possibilities. Could it be the Ottoman Empire? Or maybe it was Titus, the Roman general who sacked Jerusalem. Both are compelling ideas, but nobody knows for sure. Okay, so take a breath, because just as the chaos on Earth with this beast hits its peak, the entire vision shifts. We're pulled away from Earth and taken somewhere else entirely, into the courtroom of heaven. And boom, what a transition. Daniel says he watched until the thrones, all those earthly thrones of those powerful beasts, were cast down. They're temporary, but then an eternal judge, called the Ancient of Days, takes his seat. The contrast is just stunning. So who is this Ancient of Days? The imagery is all about purity, wisdom, and timeless authority. The white garments, the hair like pure wool, it all points to God himself. Interestingly, the commentary also mentions an interpretation that this could be Adam, the father of all humanity, presiding over his posterity. And check out the scene around this throne. It is intense. It's not a quiet, stuffy courtroom. We're talking a throne of fiery flame with wheels of burning fire. There are millions of attendants. And then the key moment. The judgment was set, and the books were opened. Everything is about to be called to account. So the court is in session, the books are open, and then someone else enters the scene. And this arrival is the absolute turning point of the entire vision. This is it. This is the moment everything has been building towards. A figure, described as one like the Son of Man, arrives on the clouds of heaven. This isn't an earthly entrance. This is a divine arrival, and he's approaching the ultimate judge. Let's be really clear here. The title Son of Man is a big deal. The commentary identifies this figure as Jesus Christ. So this isn't just a prophet or an angel. This is a divine authority coming before the Ancient of Days to formally receive a kingdom. And you can see this incredible handover of power happen step by step. He approaches the throne. He is given dominion, glory, and a kingdom. And the decree goes out that everyone, all peoples, nations, and languages will serve him. The power of the beast is officially being revoked and transferred. All right, so the heavenly court has met. The transfer of power has been decreed. So what's the final verdict? What happens to that terrifying beast on Earth? Well, it's game over. The judgment is swift and it is final. That seemingly unstoppable beast, with its iron teeth and incredible strength, is slain. Its body is destroyed and thrown into the fire. Its dominion is completely and utterly finished. And this is what it was all for. Out of all that chaos and destruction rises something totally different. The kingdom given to the Son of Man isn't like the others. It is an everlasting dominion. It won't fade away. It won't be conquered. It will never be destroyed. And the big thing to understand here is that we're not just talking about another political empire. The source material frames this as a divine, spiritual kingdom, one that was set up in heaven and one that is prophesied to one day be established right here on earth. So what do we do with all this? It's fascinating, right? The commentary leans towards seeing this fulfilled in the events surrounding 70 AD, but the language, an everlasting kingdom that will never be destroyed, that really leaves you with a powerful question. Is this something that's already happened, or is it something we're still waiting for?